Good morning, friends, and welcome to this program on valuation exam. Friends, there is a very good opportunity available for the cost accountant, chartered accountants, company secretaries, and MBAs in the form of valuation exam or in the form of valuation profession. This is a fantastic opportunity for professional growth. The only problem is this exam, which is conducted by IBBI, has got a very vast course curriculum. As vast as I would say, even more than any of these professional courses that we have in our country. And therefore, for the working professionals, it really becomes very difficult to prepare for these exams because they are short of time in any case. So they are short of time in any case, and to top it further, if they have to devote so much of time studying the course curriculum without having an idea as to what to study, what not to study, becomes a big challenge. And that is why I came to know of many cases where people made multiple attempts. As a matter of fact, I can share it with you. Some of them made attempts more than 15 times, 18 times, 19 times, and yet they have not been able to clear the exam. With God's grace, I had the opportunity of passing this exam. So when I passed this exam, I realized that it needs tremendous amount of preparation. Meaning absolutely tremendous amount of preparation and concerted preparation. So it has to be a very planned study that needs to be done. And therefore, I thought of this program of guiding the aspirants to the evaluation exam as to how they should prepare and what they should prepare so that they are able to pass this exam. We have just finishing the first batch, and the response has been phenomenal. And since the response has been phenomenal, I thought, why not to spread this out further? And therefore, we thought of launching the next batch from 13th of July. Now, what do we do in this program? As I'm sure all of you would be keen to know, the classes, we have the classes on Zoom every day from 7:45 to 10:15. So every day we have sessions for 2.5 hours, and these sessions will go on for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 2.5 hours every day. So all put together 12 days. So that means Monday to Saturday, and Sunday we have a break. So totally we would devote 30 hours on this program, and in these 30 hours we would be covering selected topics from the course curriculum, the ones which are scoring and the ones which invariably the aspirants would find little difficult to comprehend. Remember, the subjects, the topics which are there in this course are not the ones that we have studied in our MBA or CA or CS or CMA. We have studied them, but not in depth as much as it is required for this exam. So we pick up certain selected topics and conduct these sessions. All these 12 sessions or 2.5 hours each will be conducted in a workshop format. That means it's an interactive session. Though we are on Zoom, though all these sessions are delivered on Zoom, but these sessions are extremely interactive. So the participants have an opportunity of asking the questions and clarifying doubt. And I'm very happy to share with all of you that everybody who has, and we have a batch size of 10 for the first batch, all the 10 people are extremely happy the way the whole thing has been conducted and delivered. So interactive session है, और आपस में जो भी डाउट्स हैं जो उसको क्लियर करके लेते हैं साथ साथ. And then there is a focus on numericals. Remember, for passing the evaluation exam, I'm sure some of you must have appeared for this exam earlier. So for passing this exam, what is really going to be critical is your ability to solve the case studies. And the case studies, I can tell you, are the match winners. Case studies are the the exam winner. So there's a lot of good focus on the case studies. There's a good focus on all the techniques and methods and approaches of valuation. And the case studies are designed or have been designed in a way that there is a good connectivity between the different concepts that one has to understand for this exam of valuation. So friends, this is what it is, and I thought to share this with all of you in case anybody would be interested to join this program. And in case this program is simultaneously being delivered on the Zoom as well as on the Facebook. So the people watching on the Facebook, of course, will not be able to ask any question. But those who are on the Zoom, they can write their question in the chat box, and I would be very happy to take those questions. It's of course a very interesting course, and when I say interesting, today, as we all know, the government of India has already come out with the valuation rules, and now soon there is going to be a regular statute. So you will have the proper statute passed by the parliament, which the draft is already in circulation, and hopefully next time when the parliament meets, it would become a law. So there is a good potential, because today the valuation in this country are done in a very scattered manner, but I am sure going forward the government will certainly intend to consolidate everything, and would authorize or would make it only the registered valuers to do the valuation. Okay, somebody is asking a question. What are the different categories of the valuation courses? See friends, basically as per the IBBI, there are three different categories of the courses. So there's a category of land and building, there is a category of plant and machinery, and there is a category of financial assets and securities. So the course that we are talking about is for the financial securities and financial assets and securities. For all the courses, the eligibility requirements are of course different. Will you be giving any material? Friends, there's no material as such that we have designed per se, because designing a material and bombarding you with a lot of stuff, we think that will again be overburdening with you too much of stuff. So what we do every day when we complete a session, the PowerPoint presentation, copy of the PDF of the presentation that we have is made, which is used for the session, is shared with all the participants. And the feedback that I have received from all the participants is they are finding it extremely useful. So this is what we do, and this material, of course, it becomes very concise and precise, and therefore it will be much more useful for the participants. Very good. So in case I know it's okay. In case somebody on the Facebook would like to ask a question, they can also type the question in the chat box, and I would be glad to answer the questions on the chat box also. So if I get any question on the chat box, then I would be able to do it. So there is a question coming. Do we get a certificate after completing this course? Friends, the answer to this question is this program is only to impart coaching, and that is to prepare to write the exam of the IBBI of valuation of financial assets and securities. So therefore there is no certificate given, because this program is only to help you to prepare for the exam. So no certificate, because our objective is to help you to be able to prepare for the exam and pass the exam, because this is what we would certainly like to help you in that. So there is no certificate. For certificate, of course, you will have to undergo a mandatory training requirement of 50 hours as prescribed by IBBI with any of the RVOs. That will have to be done independently. Only after you do that, then you become eligible. And so you become eligible after you complete that 50 hours of training, and that's where you will get a certificate also, and that certificate will entitle you to register for the exam of the evaluation. Okay, so I can see some question being written. All right. So what are the topics or subjects that we would cover in this program? So friends, this is a program for the valuation, and therefore the topics that would be covered in this program are all connected with the valuation. So we would be talking about the methods, approaches for valuation, techniques of valuation, different kind of assets, valuation of different kinds of assets, financial assets, valuation of intangible, valuation of assets in specific situations. We would also be covering derivatives, and how the derivatives are done. We would be covering macroeconomics, because understanding of the macroeconomics becomes very crucial for the success as a valuation professional. So we talk about the macroeconomics, which in any case is part of the course curriculum for the exam also. And then there is a interface with some of the accounting standards. So accounting Indian Ind AS 36, which is on impairment of assets, Ind AS 103, which is on business combinations, and Ind AS 113, which is on measurement of fair value measurement. So these are the indices which are directly connected with valuation. There is a coverage of these indices from the perspective of valuation, not from the perspective of financial reporting or accounting, only from the perspective of the valuation, as to how these are connected with valuation. Then there is a good amount of efforts on the financial statement analysis, because for valuation one has to have very good understanding of the financial statements. What we may have studied in the past may not be good enough for this exam. So there is a good coverage of financial statement analysis, valuation application, valuation approaches, valuation methods, all these aspects. Then all these aspects are covered as part of this program. And then, as I said in the beginning, good amount of time is spent on the case studies, because case studies, please remember, are the match winner for this exam. All right, so let's see in case if there is any further question coming from anyone, and so maybe we can wait for 2 minutes. If we get any question in next 2 minutes, we would continue. Else, of course, I would like to thank all of you for being part of this session. And of course, you can always send us a WhatsApp message on our number 97660 so in case if you have any doubt or any query in this regard, you can always put a message to us, 97660 All right, friends, so as I do not see any question, I think this should be good enough. Thank you so much for being part of this session. Hope to see you sometime soon again. Thank you.